I am Forcestus of the 5 Desian Grand Cardinals!
Lloyd Irving is here! Evil Desian, I will defeat you!
I keep hearing the word Desian. What does it mean?
You don't know? The Desians were a group of half-elves who wreaked havoc on the world before the regeneration took place.
They say the Desians took people to places called human ranches, and then did unspeakable things to them.
You make it sound like you weren't affected by them. There was a ranch right near Palmacosta, and everyone was so afraid of it.
We were?
Yes. Iselia got off easy since the Chosen was born here. They entered into a non-aggression treaty with the Desians to protect the town's people from being taken to the ranch. Clever, huh?
It seems we Centurions missed a lot while we were dormant.
Yeah, that's how it was. Yeah, of course.
So I finally understand who the Desians were. But why did you sound disapproving of Iselia's non-aggression treaty with them?
What did the treaty mean anyway?
It was an agreement that the Desians won't attack the village. Iselia was the only place to make such a deal. It wasn't fair. All the other towns were pillaged by the Desians over and over again.
So, how was Iselia able to make a treaty with them?
Beats me. Whatever they did, they're lucky. They got off a lot easier than everyone else. Excuse me, we're searching for Lloyd Irving. He used to live in this town.
Have you seen him recently?
Another one asking about Lloyd. Let me guess. This is about the blood purge in Palmacosta, right? Does it make sense? Lloyd would never lead the Church of Martel against Palmacosta.
Lloyd killed my parents!
Emil?
Before the world regeneration, a horrible massacre took place in our town at the hands of the Desians because of Lloyd.
See? Just like Palmacosta. Lloyd is nothing but a worthless murderer!
But I thought Iselia had a treaty with the Desians.
Lloyd tried to save a friend of his who was being held prisoner at the human ranch. It provoked the Desians into attacking. What a fool! Even a child knows that the life of one insignificant person in the ranch is nothing compared to the lives of everyone in the village.
One insignificant person? What a horrible thing to say!
Then which would you choose? Save one person with 1,000 lives? Or save 1,000 with one life?
Well...
It's obvious. The one person must be sacrificed for.
Wait! That's not right! What if you were that one person? Would you still feel that way? And what if there was some way you could save all 1,001 people?
Yes, Lloyd thought that way as well. But ultimately, he failed. Lofty principles are all well and good, but there's a difference between an ideal and reality. Lloyd is a fool. He believes all lives are equal. He imagines an ideal world where those who want to live can live. But he's also a man who works tirelessly to realize his ideals. Of course, whether that's good or bad is a different story.
Mayor, you believe in Lloyd.
Well, I don't like him much, but yes.
Why does everyone stand up for him? I know for a fact that he killed my mother.
Ask the people in town. His old teacher is back here right now as well. And Lloyd's father is at the Martel Temple. Perhaps he could shed some light on things. It's possible he's been in contact with Lloyd.
The temple?
It's located north of here and belongs to the Church of Martel. Lloyd's father is a skilled craftsman. He's been doing repair work there.
I wonder what Lloyd's father is like.
He contributed one half of Lloyd's genetic makeup, so I imagine they share similar physical characteristics.
Well, duh. Emil's wondering what sort of person was the man who raised Lloyd.
Yeah, and I'll bet he has spiky hair and a face just like an older version of Lloyd. Marta, is that flower in your hair real?
Why do you ask?
Well, I was just thinking. It never seems to wilt.
Exactly. They're just accessories. Actually, they belong to my mother. She wore them in her hair on her first date with my father.
Oh, I see.
These little flowers brought my mother and father together. And now they've brought us together, too.
There she goes again. It's the pet monster that belongs to that strange guy we ran into at the beach.
That is rather rude, Emil. That man was a dwarf.
And this guy isn't a monster, he's a dog. You think you could move for us, doggy?
I don't think he's a dog.
Leave this to me.
Tenebrae's laughing.
Oh, he moved.
Hey, Tenebrae, what was so funny?
Perhaps some other time. Now then, let us proceed.
He's still laughing.
It's weirding me out.
Oh, you're the kids that were lost.
Thanks for giving us directions.
We heard we might be able to find Lloyd Irving's father here.
You're talking to him. We're not linked by blood, but he's my son.
Have you heard anything from Lloyd recently? We're looking for him.
You? Aren't you ashamed of what Lloyd did in Palmacosta? You're his father.
I'm proud to call Lloyd my son. I've got nothing to be ashamed of. You! If Lloyd had anything to do with what happened in Palmacosta, he wouldn't have just disappeared like that. I didn't raise a man who runs from his own responsibilities. My boy may be a fool, but he's not a bad person.
So have you had any contact with him?
Nope, haven't heard a word. He was on a journey to gather X-spheres, but then he just suddenly came back about 6 months ago. He said he was on his way to save a friend, and he had to travel light. So he left Noish, that animal you saw outside. Haven't seen him since.
I see.
If you kids happen to see Lloyd, give him a message for me, will ya? Tell him Noish is getting lonely, so come home soon.
Tenebrae, what were you and Noish talking about?
Oh, just a humorous anecdote. Last week, when Noish was drinking down by the riverbed, the most unbelievable thing came drifting down the river.
Well, what was it?
That's just it. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Oh, I can't. Oh, it almost hurts.
What is it?
Hurry up and tell us.
Well, you see, it was a... Oh, no. No, it was nothing, really.
Tell us!
Emil, what's wrong?
He's not related to Lloyd by blood, and yet he really seems like he's Lloyd's father. On the other hand, my uncle was always so ashamed of everything I did.
Emil.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? Paul, one of the village children, has gone missing. Have you seen a boy about 8 years old around here?
Oh, we met him by the town entrance. He said something about going to a haunted ranch.
So he went to the human ranch. Thank you.
The haunted ranch he was talking about was a Desian's human ranch. I hope he's all right.
There aren't any Desians there anymore. I'm sure he'll be fine. Besides, he's an apprentice of the mighty Lloyd, remember?
I understand your grudge against Lloyd, but Paul has nothing to do with that. The Emil I like wouldn't think like that. My Emil is better than that.
Whatever! I don't even remember you. Stop trying to make me into something I'm not. I don't need you telling me who I'm supposed to be.
I'm sorry. I just...
That is... What?
What?
Oh, it's nothing.
nothing.
I wonder if that was too harsh.
Emil must be angry with me.
But Marta refuses to see the real me.
I haven't been paying attention to who Emil really is. Of course he'd be upset.
This is all my fault. If I'd just kept an eye on him, I could have stopped him before he left town.
Lilia, it's going to be all right. Professor Sage will find Paul. He'll be fine.
Right. But Professor Sage is a half-elf. I don't know if this is such a good idea.
Stop that nonsense! Professor Sage saved the Chosen! She's a good half-elf. She's nothing like the Desians. She'll save Paul.
Hey, Emil, do you think Rain is that woman we saw earlier?
Yeah, maybe.
She's a half-elf. I wonder if that's why no one went with her to search for Paul.
Huh?
I mean, people are prejudiced against half-elves. I even used to be afraid of them. Way back when.
Half-elf. Prejudice.
I'm going to the human ranch. You and Tenebrae wait here until I get back.
Why?
Even if the Desians are long gone, there are probably monsters. I can't let her go alone.
There's no guarantee you'll meet up with her. I'll go with you.
But Paul is Lloyd's apprentice.
It's okay. You don't have to keep worrying so much about my feelings.
Sorry.
Come on, let's head for that ranch.
What sort of places were these human ranches?
It's where they used to make X-spheres, devices that raised a person's abilities to their fullest potential.
So, they were like factories?
From what I heard, they were more like labs for human experiments. The X-spheres were apparently stones, activated by human suffering. So they implanted X-spheres in people, then tortured them in all sorts of ways.
The hearts of men are more terrifying than any monster.
Huh?
Oh, just the ramblings of a spiteful centurion.
Let's go.
Are you still mad?
About what?
I mean, whenever you get mad, you seem to get possessed by Ratatosk. And you're that way, right now.
Now that you mention it, I suppose I am.
What can I do to make you forgive me?
Why worry about this wimp's feelings?
Wimp? Are you talking about me?
I'm talking about the normal me. He's a weak coward who takes his own insecurities out on you. He's worse than a dog.
Don't talk about yourself like that. And sure, you might get scared sometimes, but you're one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Marta!
I mean, I'm not trying to force myself on you or anything.
Yes, I know.
I'm sorry. I just get so worked up sometimes. I know it's annoying.
No, I shouldn't have said what I did. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's really foggy.
We could easily get lost in this before we even find Paul.
Hey, Paul! If you're out here, say something! I have a bad feeling about this.
Courage is the magic that turns dreams into reality, right?
Courage is the magic that turns dreams into reality.
Huh?
They're words a human with a few screws loose said long ago.
I'm sure I'll see Richter again if we keep searching for the Centurion's course. He'll laugh at me if I'm still a coward. It's a little spooky, but let's keep moving forward.
This fog is really thick.
Yeah, and something doesn't feel right. There's something here!
Really? Is it Paul? It's just a tree.
Sorry. I could have sworn I heard something moving.
A little jumpy, are we?
Well, it's scary. Actually, so is fighting.
Look out, you two!
A monster!
Oh, sacred will, strike down those... Oh, sacred will, strike down those who would be mine enemies!
It appears we can continue along this route.
I wonder if Paul went this way too.
Hirsuta is fairly mobile, so it is possible Paul went inside before it blocked this entrance.
Emil, I'm so impressed! You sensed a monster that even Tenebrae didn't know was there.
That was my mistake. It is quite embarrassing. But what you said is correct, Lady Marta. It seems that Emil's awakening is coming right along.
Awakening? Awake to what?
Awakening as a Knight of Ratatosk to protect Lady Marta.
Tenebrae, enough of this Emil protecting me stuff, okay?
But being a Knight of Ratatosk means...
He has to protect Ratatosk's core on my forehead. We'll do it together, right, Emil?
Yeah. It makes me kind of sad when she says that. Why?
Emil, is something wrong? You're looking rather sad.
No, I'm fine. It's just... Is Marta really okay with the way things are?
I see. You miss hearing, "I love you, Emil," all the time.
That's not it at all. I just didn't know girls could change their minds so quickly.
In other words, you want her to be more cuddly.
No! Just forget it. You really are a spiteful old nag, you know that?
Spiteful old nag?
So this is the human ranch.
Don't worry, all the Desians are gone now.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to be the big, manly knight that's protecting you.
Hey, I can be manly.
Sorry. But just because you're a man doesn't mean that a girl can't protect you.
Well, I guess not, but...
Excuse me, you two, but what are we doing here again?
Looking for Paul.
Thank you.
There doesn't seem to be any sign of young Paul.
This place is way too dangerous for a child. We've got to find him fast.
Yeah, I hope he's all right. Well, let's hurry up and start looking.
So, Emil, would you consider yourself stubborn?
Okay, that was random. No, not really.
You have to admit, though, you've had that same weapon equipped for a pretty long time. There's plenty of other weapons. Why not try something different for a change?
I guess I like the feel of a weapon I've gotten used to. It's easier to fight with. It's not stubbornness, it's dedication.
What if you had a favorite pair of shoes you wore every day, and I said, why not try a different pair and spice up your wardrobe?
Yeah, but why stop wearing whatever shoes that make you feel comfortable?
Yep, you're stubborn, all right.
What's so wrong with being a little stubborn?
Nothing. I was just thinking it'll be tough once we're married, that's all.
Hey Marta, you've been using the same equipment for a while now. You really like it that much?
I'm more loyal than you might think. To my equipment, and to you too.
Huh? When did this become about me?
We keep coming out in weird places.
Well, this is the only way we can go, since all of the main passages seem to be destroyed. There must have been a large-scale assault on this facility.
The designs were taken down by the Chosen and her friends, right? Did Colette do all of this?
She didn't look like the violent type.
I bet Lloyd did it.
It's hard to believe he's Colette's friend.
Indeed, she seemed quite the peaceful sort. It's difficult to associate her with Lloyd, the gleeful mass murderer of the Blood Purge.
Colette didn't seem to favor Tethaala. I wonder about Lloyd.
It's pretty obvious that as far as he's concerned, anyone who's not Tethaalen or part of the Church of Martel is nothing.
What is that?
The monster's growing out of the floor.
I think this room itself is a monster!
You know, there's a saying.
You can't see the forest for the trees.
Maybe that's what this is. Wait, huh?
Photon! Here it comes. You two know how to fight?
Yes!
We'll give this thing a taste of its own medicine! Evil forces!
Paul, are you all right?
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Well, Paul, would you like to thank them? They were very kind. They came all the way here to look for you.
Professor Sage!
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you, miss.
Now, Paul, I believe I remember telling you that the human ranch was strictly off-limits.
Yes, but you see, I was patrolling while Lloyd was away.
You know that job belongs to the Town Watch. Do you remember what happens to children who break the rules?
I'm sorry, Professor! I'm sorry! Sorry, I still haven't introduced myself. My name is Rain Sage. I teach in Asalia. How do you do?
Hi, my name is Emil.
And my name is Marta. We're traveling together.
There are a few things I'd like to talk to you about, but first let's return to Asalia.
Yes.
Thank you for saving Paul.
Oh, I mean, we just did what anyone else would have done.
Oh? Most people wouldn't risk coming to a place like this for a child they scarcely know.
Well,
What's with you? I thought you didn't care about Lloyd's apprentice. And you have to get all googly-eyed every time you meet a pretty lady?
did you say something?
Forget it!
I'm taking Paul home to his mother. Would you two wait for me at the school?
Sure.
I wonder what she wants to talk about.
Yeah, she was glaring at me.
Do you think she's Lloyd's teacher? The one the mayor told us about?
Lloyd. So Rain was Lloyd's teacher.
Looks that way.
That murderer's teacher.
Calm yourself, Emil.
I know.
What were you like in school? Were you a good student?
Well, I didn't go to school when I was in Lewin.
What about in Palmacosta?
I don't really remember. What about you, Tenebrae? Do Centurions go to school?
What do you think?
You really know how to change the subject, don't you? So you weren't a very good student. Sorry to bring up such a sore subject. Wow, these are all drawings of Lloyd.
Humans never cease to amaze me. Let's have a look at these.
I never would have pegged you as an art buff, Tenebrae.
How rude. This one appears to have been drawn by Paul, the boy you saved.
I love Lloyd.
How come everyone?
Someone's coming.
Sorry that took so long. Oh, you've been looking at the drawings.
It looks like this one was drawn by Paul, right? He certainly is a big fan of Lloyd's.
Paul's father passed away 2 years ago when the Desians suddenly attacked Asalia. Lloyd was the one who caused the incident. Well, actually, Lloyd and my brother, that is.
So then, why does he...
When his father died, he stopped smiling and closed himself in. Lloyd found out when he returned from the journey of world regeneration. He went to Paul's house every day, even though Paul's mother Lilia tried to get him to stop. But Lloyd was persistent. Then one day out of the blue, he proposed to Lilia.
Proposed?
Yes. I think Lloyd wanted to take on the role of Paul's father, and in order to do that, he thought he needed to marry Lilia and make her his wife.
But that's ridiculous.
Lilia was mortified. She was so upset she took a tomato and threw it right at Lloyd. Lloyd instinctively hit it, which sent it flying at Lilia, and it hit her right in the face. Before they knew it, tomatoes were flying all over the place. When they realized what happened, Paul and Lilia began laughing for the first time in months.
I don't want to hear this crap anymore. Everyone's always all Lloyd this and Lloyd that. I'm sick of it! Why are you even telling us this stupid story in the first place?
The mayor told me all about the two of you. I think that you should know that I was Lloyd's teacher. I traveled with him for a long time. You wanted to know why everybody here defends Lloyd, correct?
Enough! I don't want to hear any more about how Lloyd is innocent in all this!
Oh, really? When did I say that?
Wait, what do you mean? Are you telling us that you don't trust Lloyd? I thought you were supposed to be his friend.
Trusting Lloyd and believing the reports of what happened in Palmacosta are two entirely different things. Furthermore, Lloyd's character and past doings have no bearing on what happened in Palmacosta. Calm yourselves. Otherwise, you will be blind to everything, including the truth.
But why would you even care?
Maybe I don't care.
Unbelievable!
Marta. Marta, wait! I wonder what's wrong with Marta.
Why don't we look for her? I can still feel Lady Marta's presence in town. I doubt she's gone very far.
Okay. Marta, why'd you run off like that? Rain seemed like she was on our side.
I can't stand people like that.
Marta.
Rain was Lloyd's friend, so how could she say such cold things about him? If it was me and someone was saying bad things about you, I'd defend you to the end. I mean, you're my friend. I'd get so mad if someone was bad-mouthing you. I'd give him a piece of my mind.
I get it now. So that's why everyone defends Lloyd.
Huh?
There's no point in me getting mad at people just for saying they like Lloyd. We're the same. It's so obvious, but I didn't see it at all. I was too busy being angry.
Perhaps that's why Rain suggested that you calm down. Anyone would become mad if someone they liked and trusted was insulted. With that attitude, it's unlikely she'd have told you where Lloyd was, even if she knew. Am I wrong?
You're right, Tenebrae. Come on, Marta. Let's go back and talk to Rain. Maybe she'll help us if we explain.
All right.
What is it, Emile? You look puzzled.
I was just thinking about something I found strange about Rain.
Strange.
Yeah. I thought she'd be really scary when she was scolding Paul. She wasn't at all. When my aunt and uncle scolded me, it was terrifying. I hated them for it.
Perhaps you sense the love behind Rain's words.
Oh, yeah. I guess my aunt and uncle didn't really love me.
Tenebrae, stop that! You're only going to make him more depressed, talking about things that you don't know about, like love.
How rude. I will have you know that I understand love perfectly well. Love is a brand of egoism that ignores the feelings of its mark while insisting on its own selfish demands.
About before.
You don't have to apologize. To you, the fact is Lloyd is the man who killed your parents. But you must understand there are also those who were saved by Lloyd, and they owe him their lives.
So do you trust Lloyd?
I don't see how my opinion would aid you.
I don't get it. You were Lloyd's teacher and friend, right?
That's right. I like Lloyd. I think that he's a person I can count on. Those facts haven't changed. But people change, for better or for worse. I don't know what kind of person Lloyd is now. My faith in him is not enough reason to contradict the accounts of those who suffered in the attack on Palmacosta. That's my opinion on the matter.
I'm not sure I totally understand. Are you saying you believe us?
I'm saying that I believe that the attack on Palmacosta happened, not that I personally trust you.
You don't trust us?
Do the two of you trust me? We haven't known each other for all that long. I think we both have yet to prove whether we deserve each other's trust.
being difficult.
Is that any way to talk to someone who might have information about Lloyd?
You know where he went?
If you tell me about your journey, specifically about the Centurion's cores, then I'll give you a hint.
How do you know about the Centurion's cores?
Colette told me about you already. When you told me your names at the human ranch, I knew who you were.
Marta, what should we do?
Let's tell her. Colette wasn't out to get us, and I don't think Rain is either.
Very interesting. A knight of Ratatosk, you say? That's good for now. I'll leave the questions for later. Now then, regarding Lloyd's whereabouts, there's someone in town who says he saw him recently.
Really?
Yes, Colette's neighbor, Pepe. Let's go and talk to him.
Professor Sage!
Pepe, I'm sorry to bother you, but can you tell these two about when you saw Lloyd?
But aren't they out for revenge against Lloyd?
That's just a big misunderstanding, I assure you.
Well, if you say so, Professor Sage. Not too long ago, I saw him on a strange flying thing headed towards the tree at Ruins. It was definitely Lloyd. I'd know that spiky hair anywhere.
Really? Thank you so much!
Emil, let's hurry! We might still be able to catch up with him.
Right.
Hold on, I'd like to go with you.
Why?
I was Lloyd's teacher. If he really has strayed, I need to set him back on the right path again. Also, the fact that he's after the Centurion's cores troubles me. 6 months ago, he was on a quest to collect X-spheres. It was an important mission to him. He promised his father he'd complete it.
His father?
Do you mean Dirk?
Anyway, I'm interested to know why Lloyd would abandon his quest for X-spheres to look for Centurion's cores.
What do you think?
Let's have her come with us. With her along, we might be able to find out more about what happened in Palmacosta.
Yeah.
Then it's settled. I look forward to traveling with you. Yes, what is it?
Oh, it's nothing.
If you have nothing to say, don't call out to others.
Sorry.
I thought you weren't afraid of rain.
She used her teacher voice on me. I couldn't help it. Oh yeah, Marta, we should introduce Rain to Tenebrae.
Oh, right.
How may I be of service?
A talking animal? No, a monster. Oh, you're the one Colette was talking about. Tenebrae, correct?
It's Tenebrae. You seem like an intelligent person. I am grateful for your assistance.
You don't feel quite the same as a summoned spirit. Much closer to a monster.
No doubt because I employ monsters as my servants.
Very interesting indeed. I'd love to learn more about it. We must talk later.
It would be my pleasure.
Wow, Rain is totally unfazed.
Yeah, no kidding. I guess she's just naturally composed. So, Rain, you're a half-elf, right?
Do the two of you fear half-elves as well?
I was always taught that half-elves were evil, but you don't seem any different from us.
I leave it to you to form your own opinions of me.
To be honest, half-elves do sort of frighten me. But I don't want to think you're a bad person just because of your race. Some humans are bad people too.
I see.
What complicated creatures these humanoids are.
I thought the two of you must be getting hungry, so I decided to put together a meal. Here you are.
Wow.
What exactly is this?
Oh, right. I almost forgot to explain. These are rice-stuffed lemons.
You know how sushi rice can taste so good you sometimes forget how much you've eaten? Well, I thought I'd try to create that same addictive quality in a more ordinary everyday rice dish. I started by emptying out some lemons, then filled them with rice and cooked them just like that. Last but not least, I added garam masala to punch up the flavor. It's revolutionary.
I am thankful that we Centurions are spared the joys of eating.
What's the matter?
What happened? I'd heard the giant tree destroyed some of the area. But the precious ruins! The polycarbonate! Such a terrible loss of priceless history!
Maybe Rain has a split personality too.
Two?
Well, I mean, when you're in battle, and sometimes even when you're not, you change into a different person.
Really? I change when I'm not in battle?
Yeah, I thought you knew.
You said that the Knights of Ratatosk have the ability to change form in battle.
Yes. It seems like I transform once I'm possessed by Ratatosk's power.
And Ratatosk's core is living off of Marta.
Yes, it's this jewel on my forehead.
I see.
Sorry to interrupt, but I sense both humans and monsters within the rubble. Perhaps we should investigate.
Really? Rain, let's go take a look. It might be Lloyd.
Yes, you're right. Let's go. You really are a fascinating creature, Tenebrae. May I touch you?
If you wish.
Ooh, you don't feel quite like a cat or a dog, or even Noish. I've never felt anything so soft. So this is what it's like to touch darkness.
You are too kind, really.
Whoa! Your skin stretches this much? This texture can only mean you're a shapeshifter.
You must be quite experienced to make such deductions from a single touch.
Your way of speaking is quite interesting as well.
Your interest is flattering.
So, when Colette was talking about maniacs, did she mean you, Rain?
It's true that Colette and the others have often accused me of being an archaeology maniac. But what about the term maniac made you think of me?
Oh, it's just that Colette mentioned a friend of hers who seemed to act like a totally different person near ruins.
Like a different person?
Yes, she described her friend's transformation as berserk, crazy, insane, frightening, dangerous, monstrous, inhuman, reckless, disturbing, and completely out of control, if I am not mistaken.
And you're saying that's what I'm like, Emile?
What? She didn't... Tenebrae, stop doing things like that!
Man, I give up.
Genus.
Rain?
What are you doing here? I thought the plan was to meet up back in Asalia.
I'm sorry. It's just that I saw Lloyd, so I tried to follow him. Wait, who are these people with you?
Well, you see.
Wow, so that's why you all came here.
So Lloyd came through here?
He did, but now this monster's blocking the path. I tried attacking it, but it won't budge. I wonder how Lloyd managed to move it.
Perhaps he fed the monster.
What the hell is that?
I am Centurion Tenebrae. A pleasure.
Oh, right. You're that Tenebrae guy she mentioned.
It's Tenebrae. Now then, when this particular monster is asleep, it absorbs all attacks.
This thing wasn't here the last time we came to the ruins.
This type of monster thrives in warm environments. It likely fled here in an effort to escape the oncoming cold.
Okay, so first we need to get some food for this guy. What does he eat?
His diet consists primarily of freshwater fish and monsters.
If we're looking for fresh water, the tree at Oasis isn't too far from here.
If you're going to tree it, I'm coming with you. I'm tired of staring at this thing.
Genus, you and Rain are siblings, right? So that would make you a half-elf too.
Yeah, though I'd think that was pretty obvious. Half-elf. What, the two of you don't like half-elves?
I don't mind the two I've met so far.
Well then, that's good enough for me. We usually get dirty looks when people find out what we are.
Was it that way with Lloyd?
Lloyd's the kind of guy who couldn't care less if you were a half-elf or anything else for that matter.
He is?
So this is what you've been up to. No wonder you've been away from Azalea an awfully long time.
With everything people are saying about Lloyd these days, I figured I should get the story straight from him.
I see. Well, I'm glad we ran into each other.
Yeah. By the way, notice anything different about me?
What could it be?
Come on! Can't you see I'm taller? Take a good look. My voice is even a little deeper.
You don't say. How much taller are you?
A 1/16 of an inch.
I can't believe it's snowing in Triet. This is a desert.
It must be related to all the strange weather we've been seeing everywhere. It was pretty cold in Azalea too.
But I was just here a few months ago and it wasn't like this at all.
I heard it started snowing here about a month ago.
This may be due to a dormant Centurion's core.
But would that cause the weather to change this dramatically?
The natural balance could have been further disrupted by the awakening of another Centurion's core.
Man, these Centurions' cores sound like serious trouble.
My deepest apologies.
Hey, Genus, why do you use a kendama as your weapon?
Lloyd made it and gave it to me for my birthday. It helps me concentrate when I use magic.
So you just started using it as a weapon after that?
Sort of. See, once when I was playing with it, the string broke and the ball hit Lloyd smack in the head.
Really?
Colette took one look at Lloyd passed out on the ground and said I'd found the perfect weapon.
I thought these people were supposed to be friends. Aren't you cold?
Yeah, it's freezing. It's not even dark yet and it's already this cold. How stupid is that?
If we don't do something, and fast, I'm gonna freeze up solid.
Really, Genus? I thought the cold didn't bother you all that much.
That was just when I was a kid.
You still look pretty much like a kid to me.
Who asked you? I'm gonna have my growth spurt any day now.
Snow in the desert. I do hope the desert's ecosystem will be all right. The majority of creatures that make their home here should be able to weather the cold, but still.
I hadn't expected Mana would be this far out of balance. Lord Ratatosk would be horribly dismayed at this state of affairs, I'm sure.
But it's so romantic! Arm in arm with your significant other. It's the perfect place for a stroll.
Significant other? Yeah, maybe me and Persea could.
I think we just got a glimpse of Genus's true colors. It's completely frozen.
How are we supposed to catch water monsters now?
Do you want me to melt the ice with magic?
No. You may fry the monsters before we can even get to them.
Well then, how about we cut a hole in the ice and fish them out?
Okay, we need to go get a fishing rod then.
No need for that. I can transform into a fishing rod and we can use one of our monsters as bait.
You can actually do that?
Of course.
But do you really want to use one of our monsters as bait?
Don't worry, I won't let it get eaten. Think of it as a lure and nothing more.
Let's go with Tenebre's plan. Lloyd could be getting away as we speak. We don't have time to waste.
That's true. Go for it, Tenebrae.
Then let's go to the lake's surface. Ready for some monster fishing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Splendid! First, allow me to transform into a rod. Next, select a location where you'd like to fish and cut a hole there.
Right.
Now choose a monster to use for the bait.
Okay, this time... Let's try this one.
Now let's get started.
Whoa! I think I got a big one! It's heavy!
Don't you dare let go of me.
But...
You can do it, Emil!
Everybody pull at the same time.
Okay.
1,
2...
3!
What the heck is that?
That is a favorite of Bartek's, our path-blocking friend in the tree at Ruins. However, it's rather large.
Hey guys, I think it's looking at us.
Here it comes!
Are we really going to carry this thing? It looks pretty heavy.
It isn't dead yet. Why don't you form a pact with it?
What? But we're going to feed it to the Bartek.
If we can use it as a distraction, it doesn't have to actually get eaten.
This is indeed true. Emil, please make a pact.
I'll give it a try. Don't yell at me if I fail, okay?
Now we can finally make some progress in the ruins.
Right. Let's hurry and go after Lloyd.
Wow, Tenebrae, that was the first time I saw you turn into a fishing rod.
Truly fascinating.
What else can you change into? A dog?
Please. I have been called the Centurion of 1,000 Faces. I could even become a jaw-droppingly beautiful woman if I so chose.
A beautiful woman?
Yeah, right.
I'd never actually gone fishing before that.
Oh yeah? That's pretty rare for someone who grew up in Palma Costa. I mean, it's right on the water and all.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what did you think?
It wasn't easy getting a bite. It was tricky knowing when to reel in and when to let out the line.
That battle of wits between hunter and hunted is fishing's greatest joy. You'd never learn the thrill of the hunt fishing for Lady Marta, though. She's far too easy a catch.
Well, excuse me! There it is! Emil, do it!
Easy for you to say.
Tenebrae is the one that's actually doing it.
Excellent point. I'll lure him away. As soon as the monster turns its back, slip past it.
Emil, Genus, don't trip.
Huh?
Why do you say that?
You two worry me.
I'm sure you'll be just fine, Emil.
I'll be just fine too.
Well then, just let me know when you're ready. Shall we begin?
Yes.
All right.
Come on, let's go.
Archelon, not that way. Archelon, I told you not to go that way.
You bastard!
Emil!
Get up and run, now!
Okay.
You looking for a fight?
That's enough, Emil. Let's go.
Okay.
We should be safe now.
I can't believe that monster actually attacked us.
Indeed. Of course, even the most passive monsters will become aggressive when presented with a potential meal.
Emil, thanks for saving me.
Sure, no problem. Actually, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I'm glad you're okay.
Hey, Emil. The way you were before, was that Ratatosk possessing you like in battle?
Did I change again?
It wasn't just a change, it was a full-on metamorphosis. Ratatosk must be really powerful.
Yeah.
I sense Ignis's presence. There is indeed a Centurion's core here. Shall we keep moving before Lloyd snatches it up?
Right, good idea. Let's go.
Wow, everything is frozen over.
You said Ignis's core is here. Is that the Centurion of Ice?
No, fire.
Wait, fire? But this place is freezing.
I believe the core's loss of control is having a negative effect. The Centurion's power is working in reverse.
So that's why it's so cold in here.
Fire.
What are you thinking, Rain?
You said that there was a Centurion of Light in the basement of the Tower of Mana.
That's right, but Lloyd took it from us.
It seems that the Centurion's cores are located in the same places where the summoned spirits used to be imprisoned. Tenebrae, are Centurions and summoned spirits related in some way?
No, nothing of the sort. Those Centurion's cores are located in places with unusually high concentrations of mana. The Centurions use their elemental attributes to counterbalance these mana anomalies.
So, wouldn't that mean we'll find Centurion's cores by visiting all the places where the summoned spirits were? There's no need to follow Lloyd.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Really? Maybe we can beat Lloyd to the cores now.
I'm not sure about that. Lloyd knows where the summoned spirits were located as well. If he's realized this, it doesn't give us any advantage.
There's no way I'm losing to Lloyd.
Genus. I understand how you feel, but the only one who can erase Emil's doubts about Lloyd is Lloyd himself.
I know that, but it's still difficult.
Oh! So that is Ignis's core! Amazing! It sparkles so magnificently!
Here we go again.
Again? So then I guess you've already seen my sister in ruin mode.
Ruin mode?
Rain's an absolute maniac about ruins, ancient civilizations, and stuff like that.
I'm not a maniac, I'm a researcher!
Huh, yeah, right. Anyway, she always gets like this when she sees ruins.
Hey, that's just like Emil when he's in his Ratatosk mode.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure those two things have much to do with each other.
Marta, I want to see the ritual for hatching a Centurion! Perform it!
Right.
Ignis is now awake. As Ignis's powers return, Emil, as a knight of Ratatosk, you should also awaken to new powers.
So, now we need to recruit fire elemental monsters. That would gradually bring back Ignis's powers, and I should get stronger too, right?
I guess I was too late.
I knew you would show up.
Emil, wait! All right, Lloyd Irving, tell us. Why are you trying to collect the Centurion's cores?
Marta and I are doing all of this in order to save this world. We have to find all of the Centurion's cores so that we can wake up Ratatosk.
Please, give us Lumen's core.
All right, that's enough. Hand over Ignis's core.
Marta, we have to take back Lumen's core by force. Why even try to reason with this murderous man who killed innocent people in Palma Costa in cold blood?
Come on, Lloyd. You have to tell them. Tell them that you didn't attack Palma Costa. All of these rumors about you. You didn't do any of that stuff, right? Come on, Lloyd. Please answer me.
Yes, Lloyd. Is there something you can't tell us? What is it? Or perhaps the rumors about you are true?
I don't have to answer you. Now then, hand over the Centurion's core. If you refuse me, I won't hesitate to take it by force.
But Lloyd, why?
This is for those you killed! Die!
You still have much to learn.
Wait a minute! Lloyd, wait!
This doesn't look good. That monster is blind with rage.
Damn it! Here it comes!
That monster. It must have followed us all the way from the entrance.
Yeah, I think you're right. Lloyd ran off when he heard its roar. Damn it.
It may be too late, but let's go after Lloyd.
Right. Ratatosk mode, huh? It can't be easy making a pack that changes your whole personality, on top of giving you new powers.
Indeed. I'm sure Emil has his hands full simply controlling the power he receives from Ratatosk, which is why he often can't control his own emotions.
Then he's just like Rain when she's in ruin mode, giving in to her desires, unable to control her maniac urges. Ow, that hurts!
Just like me. Could that mean he has another self sealed away inside him? If so...
What's wrong?
It's nothing. No! Such an invaluable cultural treasure. These poor ruins.
Here comes ruin mode.
Rain truly is a multifaceted individual.
Are you really that upset that the ruins are ruined?
Whoa, Emil, careful what you...
Of course I am! Do you mean to say you're unaware of the cultural, the historic, the scientific value of the Tree of Ruins?
Listen closely. The Triad ruins first came to prominence 2 regenerations ago, when the spirit Ifrit summoned his hellfire and...
Oh, great. We're in for it now. So I guess Emil really has it in for Lloyd, huh?
You still believe in him even after you saw how he behaved?
Here's what I think. Lloyd wouldn't be doing these things without some reason.
I guess.
I had a friend I failed to believe in at the final moment, when it mattered most. That's why I've gotta find Lloyd and hear what he has to say. I won't give up till I've talked with him. We'll see if my trust in him holds up after that.
I'm jealous of you, Genus.
Huh?
I could never do anything like that. Confronting someone that you know has changed? It's too much for me.
Rain! Did you hear that?
That sounded like a Rayard.
That's the flying thing Lloyd uses, right?
Correct. That was the sound of it taking off. It seems he's already gotten away. If only we hadn't returned the ones we had before.
You mean Lloyd's not the only one with a Rayard?
We had them too, but we gave them back to their owner once the journey of world regeneration ended. Though it looks like Lloyd's borrowed one again.
The fact that Lloyd can fly anywhere puts us at a big disadvantage in the race for the Centurion's cores.
But if he knew the cores were at the same places as the summoned spirits, he would be finding them much more quickly. He must not have realized it yet. That might work to our advantage.
I won't lose to him.
Emil, hold on. What happened in Palma Costa? That's just not Lloyd.
It's not just about what happened in Palma Costa.
What do you mean?
He wouldn't even explain himself to you. He's hurting his own friends. Genus, Rain, Colette, all of you are good and kind. Good people who are worried about him. He should be honored just to have friends like you.
Emil, thanks for being concerned about us.
Regardless, Lloyd was never the sort to turn his back on his friends.
Too small for me, I'm afraid. Huh? A size 4, that is.
Rain!
Ready when you are.
Prismic Star!
It stopped snowing.
The Centurion's cores are as powerful as summon spirits.
I wonder if this means the weather around here will return to normal.
The snow will stop, but things won't truly return to their natural state until Lord Ratatosk awakens.
Rain, can I ask you something?
Certainly. What is it?
Can you tell me where all the summoned spirits are located?
You're going to look for the Centurion's cores, then?
The only way that we can stop the strange weather and avoid the destruction of the world is by hatching the Centurions and waking Ratatosk. The cores are the reason we were following Lloyd in the first place.
The closest location is the cave where we found Celsius. It's near Flanor. As for the others, here, I'll mark them on your map.
Emil, is it all right with you if we go to Flanor instead of following Lloyd?
That's fine, since in order to avenge everyone, I'll need to get a lot stronger first.
Rain, what about us? Are we going to leave Lloyd like that?
Now that we're together, maybe it would be best to see what else we can find out about Lloyd.
Okay, I'm with you, Rain.
Then we'll accompany you to the port in Isolde. We can figure out our next move once we arrive there.
Then let's head for Isolde together.
Yep. Looks like you won't be rid of us just yet.
Hey Marta, what's Isolde like?
It's a small seaside town that thrives on fishing. They have the second largest yearly catch in all of Silverant. The different seafood products they make there are known the world over. And everyone who visits buys Isolde's most famous souvenir, red blowfish cakes. Wait, why do I know all this stuff anyway?
Lady Marta, you have discovered one of the Centurion of Darkness's 7 hidden talents. I call it Midnight Hypno Study. It would appear my hours of whispering random facts in your ear as you sleep have finally paid off.
Isn't that sort of a useless hidden talent?
Seriously! Brainwash me into knowing something useful next time!
Isolde.
What's wrong, Rain? You look sort of pale.
It's nothing. I just have some bad memories of it.
It may not be much, but I'll do what I can to protect you.
Thank you. Though some things you can't really protect against.
Calm down, Marta. Count to 10.
Marta, are you okay?
I'm fine. I made up my mind. Things are different between us now. So I'll just... Being popular is no cakewalk, huh?
Let's take a moment to rest here.
Good idea. Come to think of it, I'm pretty hungry.
Okay, I'll fix us some food.
Perhaps I could help.
I'll help too.
Maybe it'd be best if you two set this one out. People are going to eat this food after all.
What did you say?
Just what do you mean by that?
I'd say it, but I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Hey, Emil, can you get some firewood?
Sure.
Emil,
Richter!
behind you!
Huh?
That's it?
Stay on your guard, you fool! It's coming! Don't let your guard down until the end, you fool.
Who are you calling a fool, you idiot?
Grow up.
Damn it!
That was scary.
So that's Ratatosk's power?
Yes.
Looks like that last monster had a kid.
Wait!
What?
It's not attacking us. What's the harm in letting it live? Please!
You're so naive.
Richter, Ratatosk isn't a demon lord. If you just listen to what Marta and Tenebrae have to say, you'd...
Ratatosk is my enemy.
Why? What is this? What is...
Emil! What's wrong?
I don't know. I've been having these strange visions, memories,
Memories?
where you're trying to kill me, and
Easy, don't try to talk.
it's going away.
You should hurry back to Marta and get some rest. I'll let the two of you go. For today.
Why are you being so nice to me?
I don't recall being nice. Now get out of my sight before I change my mind.
Okay.
And don't worry about those visions. It was probably a dream. They say dreams where you die are good luck.
Richter!
Go already.
Right.
To took you long enough.
Yeah, I got attacked by this monster.
Oh, are you hurt?
No, sorry if I made you worry.
So, where's the firewood?
I'm sorry.
Hey, do you guys smell something? It smells sort of familiar.
Like someone's cooking fish or something.
Izul does have a booming fishing industry.
It smells like it's burning.
It smells more like someone's incinerating fish than cooking it.
Ah, I get it. It smells like Rain's cooking.
What do you mean by that?
I interpret it to mean you are a poor cook, Rain.
How dare you?
Forget about that. Let's go find the source of the smell.
I thought you were perfect, but now that I know you can't cook, I somehow feel closer to you.
I'm not really a bad cook.
No, it's just that her curiosity gets the better of her.
What do you mean?
Like one time, she tried to develop spicy chocolate, and another time it was candied pickles.
New discoveries are only made when we question conventional wisdom.
Perhaps it would be wiser to first question your sense of taste.
Maybe tonight's main course should be slow-roasted centurion.
Sis, come on, calm down.
Quite the lazy bones, aren't we, Emil?
Where'd that come from? People usually say I try hard to be an overachiever, that I worry about every detail. I was always getting teased.
Don't worry, I love overachievers.
I'm not sure that describes Emil. He is still using the same title he had when we first met him.
Well, yeah, but changing seems like too much work.
Oh my, yes, truly a grueling ordeal.
Well, it's just... Hey, stop teasing me. Okay, fine. Yes, it's too much work.
Don't worry, Emil. I love underachievers.
Marta... Look at that!
What do you think happened? The smell is coming from that box.
Excuse me, what happened here?
There were seafood gels in there, but they all got burnt up.
Ah, seafood gels. That explains the fishy smell.
You say they got burnt. How?
An arsonist. Some punk's been lighting up the town. We finally managed to catch him, though.
Wait, if you caught him, wouldn't that mean there's someone else?
That bastard must have broken out of jail.
What makes you so sure it's the same person?
Whenever he sets something on fire, this strange bright light always appears. Same thing happened when these seafood gels went up in flames. I told him that dinky prison would never hold a huge guy like that.
That's horrible. We must put a stop to this arsonist before we leave.
Well, we could, but I'm surprised to hear this coming from you. You're usually all stay focused. We have to find the Centurion's cores and stuff.
What's wrong with that? It's not as if we're in a hurry.
But we have a job to do. I mean, maybe not you and I exactly, but Emil and Marta still have to locate the Centurion's cores before Lloyd gets to them. Shouldn't we at least head to the harbor and find out when the next ship is leaving?
The harbor.
Oh, that's right. You can't swim, so...
Fine, we'll go to the harbor.
Rain really can't swim?
Yep, she sinks like a lump of lead. It doesn't matter if it's an ocean or a stream, she hates water. She kinda tries to hide it, though.
Lead, you say? I certainly wouldn't expect that to float.
Right. That's why we sometimes call people who can't swim leadheads.
Well, that explains it then. Who could hope to swim with a head that heavy?
You think it's her head that causes her to sink?
Doesn't it stand to reason? Plus, depending on where she would swim, the lead could contaminate the local supply of drinking water.
Huh?
I must admit my surprise. I would never have imagined rain to be made of metal. If that's the case, it might be possible to classify her as a new breed of monster.
Well, she is like a monster when she's in ruin mode.
Sorry, buddy. No ships are gonna be leaving port anytime soon.
Why not?
Well, you must have heard about that last fire we had. That arsonist must be on the loose again. If we shipped out now, he might escape by pretending to be one of the passengers.
What are we supposed to do if we're in a hurry?
We just had another fire, and you're in a hurry to leave town? Seems a little fishy to me.
What did you say? Why don't you try saying that to my face, smart guy?
What? If you're saying you're not, then...
Then what?
I can't breathe.
Emil, stop it!
You can't go into Ratatosk mode here. Apologize to the guy.
Right. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, sure.
So, back to the arsonist. Let's find him. Once we do, we can leave on the ship.
Yeah, let's check out the jail first to see if we can find any clues.
Yeah. What's wrong with me?
Hey, Marta, does Emil really go into Ratatosk mode this often?
I don't think it used to happen quite so much. I wonder if there's something keeping him on edge.
Maybe having my sister and me around all the time is stressing him out.
I don't think that's it, but I'll ask him.
Okay, thanks.
Excuse me. I was wondering if you could tell us anything about the escaped arsonist.
Huh? The arsonist escaped? Don't be ridiculous. He's still there. See for yourself.
He is.
What's going on here?
If the arsonist is still here, then the latest fire must have been started by someone else.
Do you mind if we have a word with the criminal?
Sure, but be careful.
Regal!
Rain. Genus. What are you doing here?
That's what we should be asking you.
I'm embarrassed for you to see me like this.
Is this a friend of yours?
Yes, this is Regal Bryant. He was with us in the journey of world regeneration.
He's also the president of the Lezareno Company.
Lezareno? But they're huge! Why would their president be starting fires?
So, Regal, tell us, what happened?
To be honest, I don't really know myself. I was in town on business when I happened to meet a man named Berg, a gel maker who said he'd seen Lloyd. While we were speaking, I suddenly found myself engulfed by this strange light, and just like that, I blacked out. When I came to, the building was in flames, and Berg was lying unconscious. I grabbed him and ran outside.
Where you were arrested and blamed for all the fires.
Exactly. But I had nothing to do with any of it.
Of course, we would never think you would.
So you wouldn't know anything about the most recent fire?
What?
There was another fire?
We're looking for the person that started it.
Arson is one of the most cowardly crimes. If I could leave this prison, I would gladly join you in your search.
The man you met, Berg, he didn't vouch for you?
Unfortunately, he's still out cold. He may have inhaled a lot of smoke during the fire.
Hey, Marta, do you think you might be able to use healing arts to help Berg?
I'm not sure, but it's worth a shot.
Then let's go. If we can get him to wake up, maybe we can clear Regal's name.
Good idea. Let's do that.
Okay.
I heard Berg was taken to his house. Please, do anything you can.
Hey, Genus, could you tell me a little about Regal?
Well, we got to know him when he traveled with us on the journey of world regeneration 2 years ago. He's the type of guy you can always depend on.
And as president of the world-famous Lazareno Company, he's well-respected wherever he goes.
But he was a prisoner the first time we met him, too.
What?
It almost seemed like he started to enjoy being locked up.
I wish you were joking, but I think you might be onto something there. He's mentally exhausted. We have to do something, and quickly.
Rain, what do you think?
From the looks of it, he might have been poisoned by a light frog.
A light frog? Ah, yes, that's what you humans call it. What strange names you have for things. Yes, this man has been infected by the poison of the Nasdrovier, the monster your people call the light frog.
Nostrovier? Light frog?
Nasdrovier is the proper term. Light frog is the term you humans call it. The Nasdrovier absorbs high amounts of energy and releases it in a burst of light and heat. It's enough to knock out any creature that touches it.
Light and heat. Then that must be what's causing all the fires around here.
Of course! It must be the light frog.
It's called the Nasdrovier.
If I remember correctly, the light frog is a rare species that only lives near Flanor.
Nasdrovier.
Isolde has a trade route with Flanor. The creatures could have arrived in cargo bound for here, then flourished due to the unusual weather conditions.
So assuming this is the result of light frog poison, an antidote ought to cure him, right?
Nasdrovier.
Unfortunately, there's no antidote for the light frog's poison. It's more of a viral infection rather than a venom.
I believe Rosemary is able to counter the light frog's poison.
Tenebrae, you're giving in?
Just leave me alone.
But where do we find some rosemary?
It used to grow wild in the Camberto caves, but I heard it became extinct with the recent climate changes.
Great. What do we do now?
Well, we know what caused the fires. Let's explain the situation so we can leave by ship.
But what about Berg? And we can't just leave Regal in jail like that.
I don't like it either, but the most important thing right now is to find the Centurion's cores as soon as possible, correct?
Rain, how could you say something like that?
It's our only choice. We've done everything we can here.
But I can't just ignore someone who's suffering right in front of me.
Then what do you propose we do? Keep in mind that Lloyd could be taking the Centurion's cores as we speak. And what if he plans to use the cores to hurt others?
Rain!
I can't believe you! Wasn't Lloyd your student? Your friend?
I'm merely pointing out a possibility.
Be a man. I say we find a cure.
And how exactly do you plan on doing that? Please, you don't even have the means.
We just have to find it in those damn Camberto caves. How can you be so sure that they're all gone?
And what about the Centurion's cores?
Shut up! We're the ones who need to find all the cores. What do you care?
All right then, let's go to the Camberto caves.
Rain?
I apologize. Please forget everything I said. Come on, let's go.
What's up with Rain?
I think she was trying to provoke Emil on purpose.
Why would she do that?
I don't know.
I must confess, you continue to fascinate me. If we could only tap into your memories, the mysteries of the ancient world would be at our disposal.
It's incredible how dramatically Rain changes from moment to moment.
Is it? I barely notice anymore. What I thought was odd was when she was needling you with all those questions earlier.
Really? The way she is now seems a lot weirder than that.
I don't know. There was something very curious about her interest in you.
No way! She was definitely weirder just now.
Genus, Marta, may I ask what you find so odd, very curious, and definitely weird about me?
Nothing at all!
Did you visit the place we're heading to right now during your journey of regeneration?
No, we did our fair share of traveling then, but there were plenty of places we didn't see.
Really?
Well, it's not like we were sightseeing, but I'm pretty sure we passed through all the major towns.
Oh, I just figured you guys had pretty much been everywhere there is to go.
I think Tenebre's seen more of the world than we have. He's been alive a really long time.
If you insist on treating me like a senile old buffoon, I have nothing to say to you.
He's very sensitive about his age.
Still, it can't be much longer before all his fur goes white.
How rude. Especially coming from someone with a full head of white hair.
It's silver. Old people are so grouchy.
There doesn't seem to be any here. Let's keep going.
Rain?
Yes?
You made Emil mad on purpose earlier.
Why did you do that?
Oh, I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to hurry our journey along.
Rain!
Emil, you probably won't like this, but Lloyd once said something similar.
Huh?
How can we go on a quest to regenerate the world if we can't even save the people standing right in front of us?
Lloyd said that?
Come on, let's keep moving.
Is it just me, or did she avoid the question entirely?
Yeah.
Why? This area has a lot of herbs.
You're right.
Herbs? I've never liked them much.
Why's that?
Well, they smell weird for one thing, and they're usually too spicy or bitter for me. They just don't taste good.
I guess you're still a child in that regard.
I am?
As you get older, you learn to appreciate the more bitter flavors.
Yes, darkness and bitterness are the two principal flavors of adulthood.
I don't think darkness is technically a flavor.
In other words, since Tenebre's the Centurion of Darkness, that means he's old. It's cold.
Maybe it's because of the water running through here. It's really chilly.
But it's not frozen. The water must not be that cold.
It seems that way.
Too cold one minute and too hot the next. Human beings are very inconvenient.
Tenebrae, you are insensitive in every sense of the word. You know that?
How rude. I have senses too, I'll have you know.
What sort of senses?
For example, I can sense when it's dark, darker, or especially dark.
You're the Centurion of Darkness? That's your job.
That's settled.
You did it! Now I'll give you the kiss I promised.
What promise?
There are a lot of herbs, but I don't see any rosemary.
Don't give up. I'm sure we'll find some if we just go in a bit deeper.
You're right. I'm sorry for losing faith. I'm the one who said we should look for it, so I can't give up until the end.
Emil!
What is it?
Nothing. It's just... you've changed a little.
Have I?
Yes. It's hard to put into words, but I think it's a good thing.
Thanks.
Aw, that's so sweet.
It's not like that at all. Right, Emil?
I wish she didn't deny it so strongly now. I guess it's my own fault.
Okay, Emil. Just be straight with me. How do you feel about Marta?
How do I feel? Well, I guess...
Don't say it.
Huh?
Are intra-party relationships off limits?
It's not that. Such questions must never be answered plainly. Any response should be vague so as to create intrigue and suspense. Is this not the essence of any good soap opera?
You know, spiteful may be the perfect word for Tenebrae. Well, what do you think of my cooking? Though this is just kinda so-so for me.
It's delicious. I can't wait for seconds.
Yeah, this is really great. You're a natural chef, Genus.
Oh, come on, you're gonna make me blush.
I have to agree with them. You've gotten even better.
You think so? Well, I've been experimenting with some new recipes lately.
This is undeniable proof that true culinary genius is not simply inherited.
Right. I almost can't believe the two of you are related.
Are you trying to pick a fight?
I'm sorry.
Looks like a dead end.
I don't see anything that looks like rosemary.
If we can't find any around here, I'm afraid we're out of luck.
So I wasted everyone's time.
Emil, in archaeology, researchers work by starting with a hypothesis. Then, they make error after error until they start to figure out the truth. Even once they find their answer, it's often not the one they set out looking for.
Rain.
You said it yourself. You can't pass judgment until you know for sure. And you were right about that. Even with the odds stacked against you, as long as there's a chance you might discover something, you have to pursue it.
Rain's right. We all came along because we agreed with you. We came because we wanted to, and not because we had to. Got that?
Thank you.
All right then, let's get back to it.
Yeah, let's keep looking.
I've never been much of a quitter. Let's scan this place from top to bottom.
Hey, is that it?
That's it.
There's no doubt about it. That is rosemary. However, it appears somewhat withered. Its antidotal effects may be weak in this state.
It must be the lack of sunlight around here that keeps all the plants from thriving.
Sunlight.
It's over!
There's no enemy before love!
So you lose if there's no love?
Yes, so please tell me you love me.
We can lose next time.
Emil! Hey, I think something other than the rosemary is getting bigger.
Yeah, what should we do?
Look out! That's an amanita, a monster!
Whew, that was a close one.
The amanita was absorbing all the nutrients the rosemary needed.
Oh, it looks like the rosemary's all better now. Great job, Emil.
Indeed, this is just what we need.
Now we'll be able to save both Berg and Regal.
Nice going. Way to tough it out.
Thank goodness you're so stubborn.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? What are you reading, Genus?
There's lots of strange equations.
Well, with all this searching for Lloyd and the Centurions, I've really gotten behind on my studies.
You mean you study this stuff on your own time?
Why not? It's fun. You should try it.
Which reminds me, this little trip must be quite the vacation from school for the two of you.
Yes, but if it means saving the world, we can put off school for a while, right?
No, I'm afraid that won't do. I am a teacher after all. I'll see to your studies.
What?
I will see to your studies.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, Emil, I think we're pretty strong now.
I guess. I mean, I think we're stronger than we were before. But there's always room for improvement.
Modest as always. I think you'll just keep getting stronger. The sky's the limit.
And you'll get stronger right along with me. We can do it, as long as we stick together.
Right. Together forever.
Right.
Emil, the rosemary.
Right.
You did it!
Yeah.
Who are you? So that's what happened. Well, thanks for saving my life.
So we were hoping you'd help Regal.
Of course. I'll go and explain everything to the prison guard right away.
Wait just a second. So, was the fire started by the light?
It was caused by this strange frog that gave off an intense heat and bright flashes. It ate up all my seafood gels. Then it was surrounded by this white light, and all the surrounding crates burst into flame. Anyway, I'll tell you all about it later.
Well, it looks like he made a full recovery.
Yeah.
Well, let's go see Regal.
Good idea.
Thank God you're free.
I owe you a great debt. Thank you.
I'm sorry that I ever doubted you. Let me take off those handcuffs. Wait, huh?
What's the matter?
I can't find the key. Maybe I dropped it somewhere?
Graduated top of your class at guard school, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
If only Lloyd were here, he'd be able to pick the lock in no time.
Hopefully, I won't get arrested a second time for destruction of property. The manufacturer of these handcuffs isn't exactly known for their quality craftsmanship. Perhaps you should try the Lazzareno Group model next time. I'll send you a free sample.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, but I would like to change my clothes. Would you mind if I went ahead to the inn?
Good idea. I never thought I'd see you in a prison uniform again.
I'm truly ashamed. I must thank you all again for what you've done. I really do appreciate it.
What is it? You want to hear more about the fire?
Yes, please.
So Regal and I were talking, and suddenly this bright ball of light appeared in front of us.
And that was from the light frog?
Yeah, a lit-up frog. It was really bright, and Regal passed out almost as soon as he saw it. I was wearing sunglasses, so I was okay at first.
It started giving off light as soon as it appeared? That's a bit odd.
I'm telling you the truth. Then it started to heat my seafood gels, and flames started shooting all over the place. I thought maybe I could put it out somehow, so I swung at it with my hand. But then I felt really weak.
You must have touched its poison when you hit the light frog.
So, you can get poisoned just by touching it? Oh man, that's some frog.
had no idea the Nasdrovier poison could be that strong.
It's called the light frog.
Right, the Nasdrovier doesn't usually knock people out for that long.
I believe you mean the light frog.
Maybe the Nasdrovier strengthened its defenses when Berg struck it, resulting in a stronger poison.
Light frog!
All the more reason to be extra careful around all monsters, not just the Nasdrovier.
Fine, I see how it is. I get it.
Tenebrae.
I was starting to get worried for a moment. Thank you for helping me. I never imagined we would run into each other again in this manner. Did you come here looking for Lloyd?
Wait, you know where Lloyd went?
And just who are you?
Yes. Things have gotten rather complicated. Why don't we give you the basic rundown? Tenebrae, come out, will you?
It's Tenebrae.
I can't believe Lloyd would keep secrets like that from us. First Ratatosk, then the Centurion's cores. Just like with the summoned spirits and the angels, we seem to be bound by fate to things of this nature.
So, what about Lloyd?
From what I heard from Berg, Lloyd is headed for Flanor. Apparently it was very recent.
Rain!
We might be able to catch up with him after all.
If I may be so bold, I too am concerned about Lloyd. Would it be too much to ask that I accompany you on your journey?
I'm sure Rain and I wouldn't mind.
What about Marta and Emil?
I'm fine with that.
We probably won't be of much help, but if you're okay with that, what about you, Tenebrae?
I will follow whatever course you and Lady Marta choose.
Thank you. On the name of my eternal beloved, I swear that I shall not betray you.
Well then, shall we depart?
What is it, Emil?
No, it's nothing.
Finally, we can get on the boat.
I hope we're doing the right thing.
Emil?
Is something troubling you?
Emil, come on!
What's Lloyd Irving doing over there?
What? Where? Show yourself, Lloyd!
I don't believe the problem is with his hearing.
What's wrong with him?
I never imagined we would be reunited under these circumstances.
And we never expected to find you behind bars again.
I know, seriously. I thought for sure you'd be busy issuing orders from Lezareno HQ.
In addition to my duties as president, I'm also working as chairman on the board of a startup company. We're hoping to develop this new business mainly in Silverant. I was traveling around to get a feel for the market.
Oh, that's right. Even though it's a Tetha Ala-based company, Lezareno is popular with Silveranti.
The efforts they invested into rebuilding Palmacosta must be playing a big role.
Many Tetha Alans continue to treat Silveranti like savages. If my company can help change that way of thinking, it will have served its purpose.
But thanks to the conflict with Tetha Ala, half-elves aren't persecuted as much as they used to be.
Yes, half-elves have become valued for their knowledge. The overall situation is unfortunate, but perhaps it can also be an opportunity.
It looks like we both have a few problems that must be dealt with.
But our problem right now is Lloyd.
Yes. I wonder what he's up to right now.
Now boarding for Flanor!
What's the matter? You look worried.
The boat's about to leave.
Well, you see...
You're a man! Speak up!
Right. I'm still worried about the fire. The light frog could appear again while we're out looking for Lloyd. That would mean the fires won't stop.
Yes, that's certainly true. Though the light frog shouldn't produce enough heat to start fires, except under extraordinary circumstances.
But the fires in town have been going on for a while, so these extraordinary circumstances must be happening.
Perhaps it's another side effect of a dormant Centurion's core. As its vulgar human name would suggest, the light frog is a light elemental monster, and the core of Centurion of Light is...
Oh, right. Lloyd has Lumen's core.
Exactly. Therefore, the only way that we can resolve this problem is by finding Lloyd and hatching Lumen's core.
Then we must hurry and go after Lloyd.
But I'm worried about what'll happen if we just leave the town without doing anything. You said so yourself, Rain. As long as there's a chance, you have to pursue it.
So you're saying that you'd like to look for a way to control the Light Frog's incendiary tendencies? Now that we've explained the situation to the people in town, I'm pretty sure things should be fine for a while.
How about this? Rain, you and Genus can go on ahead to Flanor and find out what you can about Lloyd. We'll stay here and try to settle this whole Light Frog conundrum.
All right, that should be fine.
The ship bound for Flanor is departing! All aboard!
Emil, Marta, see you soon. You too, Tenebrae. Take care of yourselves.
I do hope you'll call me Tenebrae the next time we meet.
Rain, thank you. See you later, Genus.
Good luck, guys. See ya.
Oh, before I forget, I wanted to give this to you, Regal.
What is it?
I guess you could say it's a love letter.
Rain? Wow, she's so bold. I better learn from her example.
Read it later when you're alone. Don't show it to anyone else.
I never thought I'd receive such a gift from someone as beautiful as you. I will protect it with my life.
This can't be happening. What if Regal becomes my brother-in-law?
So first off, shall we check out all the places in town where fire had broken out?
Yes.
Regal, you seem so mature.
Yeah. You're incredibly polite, kind, and strong, too.
We're not all that dissimilar. Our only difference is I've been alive a little longer.
You would do well to follow his example, Emil.
You're one to talk, Tenebrae. You've been around way longer than Regal, and all you do is nag and complain.
Yes, yes, I'm an old fogey, I know.
Hey, Regal?
What is it, Marta?
So you know that letter Rain gave you? I mean, was it really about, you know?
I hardly think it would be at all proper to reveal its contents. Rain, like all women, is entitled to keep her secrets private.
Private secrets? Like a confession of her love for you?
I'll leave that to your imagination.
Oh my gosh, no, I have to read it!
It appears we've seen all the fire sites now.
However, none of the locations are places you'd expect to find a light frog.
There must be some common thread tying them together.
Gels. It's gels!
Gels?
That's what all the fire sites have in common. Seafood gels.
Don't be ridiculous. Who ever heard of a light frog with an appetite for gels?
But Emil's right. All of the fires happened in places where seafood gels were being stored.
Now see here, I am a Centurion. I am an expert on monster behavior.
I guess you're right, but
Quit it, Tenebrae. You're only the Centurion of Darkness. What the hell would you know about a light elemental monster like the Light Frog?
But
Quiet! It's time to put our theory to the test. Let's go!
go where?
To get some seafood gels from Bird. We'll use them to lure the Light Frog out of hiding.
So this is the Ratatosk mode that Rain was talking about. Suppose I should see how things play out.
What? You think seafood gels attract the light frog? Don't be stupid.
What do you know? We'll never know if we don't try, so just hand over the damn gels.
Jeez, what happened to you? It's like you're a completely different person.
Our apologies. I'm afraid he's a bit on edge today.
Well, I wouldn't mind giving you some, only all of my seafood gels burned up on the fire.
And please make some more for us.
Sure, if you'll bring me the ingredients.
What do you need?
I'm all out of jellyfish. I need to go to Triad to catch some more. But I won't be heading there anytime soon. After everything that's happened, I need a few days' rest.
So, what do you want to do?
Go and get some jellyfish, of course.
Well then, you better take some of this with you. It's the only bait the jellyfish really respond to.
Regal, can I ask you something?
Sure, what's on your mind?
I want to know what makes men tick. Guys are always rejecting me, saying I'm annoying or too serious or whatever.
Any man who would say such things is not worthy of your time. You are a charming young lady.
But...
I cannot claim to be much of a strategist, but I have learned that sometimes it may be better to pull back when being assertive doesn't work.
pull back.
However, if your question has anything to do with Emil, then...
Okay, I've got it. I'll start with the pulling.
Cut it out, Marta. Why are you yanking on my arm all of a sudden?
Ah, fishing. It's been a while.
Do you fish?
Yes, every now and then I take the yacht out for marlin fishing.
Wow, it must be great being the president of Lazareno.
Marta, do you prefer rich guys like Regal?
What do you mean?
Emil, please. I believe your petty jealousies can wait until after we've caught some jellyfish.
What? No, I didn't...
What?
I know you are uncomfortable witnessing the first female interested in you complimenting another man.
No, you've got it all wrong. That's not what I meant.
Emil, do you have a crush on me?
No, I didn't say anything like that. Come on, Tenebrae, cut it out.
Yes, understood.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, Emil, about what you said earlier.
Never mind about that. It wasn't anything important at all.
Not important at all? Oh, I see.
I'm sorry.
That was quite a catch. No marlin I've ever caught can compare.
It certainly was enormous. For a moment, I believed I might snap in too.
Fishing is really more fun than I thought it would be. I'd like to try it again sometime.
I shall be happy to give you some lessons. Ocean fishing is enjoyable, to be sure, but you simply must experience stream fishing.
You mean it? That would be great. You almost sound like you could be my father, Regal.
Your father?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean...
Haha! Welcome to the Old Fogey Club.
Hey, it's you. Did you manage to catch any jellyfish?
Yep, here you go.
Looks like you're in a much better mood.
Huh?
Last time we spoke, you were all stressed out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, don't worry about it. Anyway, you want those seafood gels, right? I'll make you some straight away.
We'd hate to put you or this place in any danger. As soon as you're done, could you bring them to the harbor?
Got it. You can all go on ahead. Though I still find it hard to believe that my seafood gels could actually attract that stupid frog.
I hope this works.
Don't worry about it. If this doesn't work, we'll just think of something else.
Marta's right. Even if we are incorrect and discover that seafood gels are not the cause, that is still progress.
Yeah, you're right. I really need to stop being discouraged so easily.
You're doing it right now. You've got to stop that. There's nothing wrong with you. You're only worried about what'll happen because you care about the rest of us. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
The two of you complement each other most impressively. Marta fills in your missing pieces, Emil.
Hear that?
Yeah, thanks for always looking out for me.
Here you go. Fresh seafood gels.
These look delectable.
All right. Now, let's see you prove your silly theory about my gels attracting the light frog. That's it.
Don't look directly at the light. You'll pass out.
There it is.
Wow, it's bigger than I thought.
Maybe it mutated.
Save your theories for later. Here it comes.
I can't believe it. All those fires really were because of my seafood gels.
Well, it's possible the light frogs are drawn to any type of gel. If you can, I'd recommend the entire town to stop dealing in gels for the time being.
You're right. I'll talk it over with everyone. You've done so much for our town. Thanks.
Emil, I apologize. It appears you were correct. I would have never believed the the light frog would be interested in seafood gels.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I didn't mean to say all those harsh things.
Emil.
Well, hopefully this puts an end to all of the tragic frog fires. Perhaps it's time we considered booking passage to Flanor.
You're right. Come on, we've got to get those Centurions' cores before Lloyd does.
Yeah, let's do it.
I had forgotten how much boats sway.
Tenebrae, are you seasick?
Well, yes.
I guess not even Centurions are immune to seasickness.
It looks that way.
What? Marta, not you too.
I told you. I get motion sickness.
If only I had some of my company's patented motion sickness medication. Why don't the two of you lie down in the cabin for now?
Good idea.
Oh, curse this awful vessel.
What the?
Are you okay?
Lloyd, he... Did you say Lloyd?
Did Lloyd Irving do this to you?
Yes, it was Lloyd. He came and attacked the city.
Hang on! Stay with me!
He's gone.
This is horrible.
I must find out what happened here.
It's just like at Palma Costa. How could he do something so horrible?
Emil.
Damn it, Lloyd! Where are you?
He couldn't have gotten far. Let's track him down before he can leave town.